Can I show you guys something?
Yes.
Some behind the scenes YouTube stuff?
If you want.
I want to show you guys how YouTube works. Now, thankfully, I can say that the channel is actually in a really good spot right now. We're up over 20% in every metric currently, but a lot of that...
Wait, but
actually,
so why are you thinking about quitting? I was just gonna wait till the PS segment drops. President Sunday gave some advice while reacting to this, while making a video essay. He actually gives the same advice to Xanderhall that he gave to me, how to grow, that I should make some topical essay for people to react, that people will react to my video essay as well. So maybe if I do a nice video essay, President Sunday will like react to it.
actually has more to do with the upload rate. That we've been uploading a lot more. And so that's obviously very helpful. But something I've noticed is, and this is a little bit worrying, but maybe it's not as worrying as I think. Maybe it's just a very temporary lull. Despite the extremely frequent uploads and the keeping to the schedule, video by video views and engagement for that matter have dropped substantially.
Okay.
If you check this out, you can see newest uploads doing, or this upload's actually doing all right. Like it's like a 5 out of 10. It's doing okay. The engagement's not too high though. Only 25 comments. That's pretty bad.
Monetization is limited. Just notice.
The likes are all right though, but pretty low comments. This video's actually doing very well comment-wise, but it's still struggling.
Interestingly enough, out of my videos, the one that did really well was me getting that old newspaper article and talking about it, how the switch from old system to new system has left some people behind. That was a video that I expected to perform not so well, but it actually exceeded my expectations, the performance of that video, which makes me think that maybe I should do more stuff that's around that kind of subject matter. Stories about people from the past, from various sources.
In terms of views, but it is still pretty new. But you can see that some of the newest videos in the last few days, besides this one Batman one, maybe they're just shitty topics, I don't know. Christian MAGA shorts, AOC and Tim Walz playing games, the Vatican's new anime mascot, Greasy Chud thinking Batman's woke, Trump's New York rally being so racist it could lose him the election. These videos are all really underperforming, at least compared to the channel's past, despite everything being kept up with, both in terms of, like, viewers engaging.
I mean, that's the thing also, the channel's past. You cannot expect to keep doing the same thing and for it to always work. You have to innovate. You have to do new things, right? You cannot exactly expect things to always go the same. You have to improve, I think. People get fed up, possibly. That is one possible explanation as to why they are underperforming.
With the videos when they watch them.
Like, there are a million possible explanations, to be frank. Maybe it's the algorithm. Maybe it's you yourself. Burns literally everyone in his space while making an ass of himself. Then Pikachu faces when his audience leaves because he was just a waiting room for a larger creator. That is a pretty harsh way to describe a creator, as a waiting room for a larger creator. Would you, like, considering that I have a pretty small audience, I don't think I'm a waiting room for anybody. I feel like people that come to watch me do come to just watch me, not to wait for a bigger creator, especially since some of you are here when the bigger creators are live, so I feel that's a good sign, you know? I feel like that's a pretty positive sign in that regard. But I definitely feel like I could be improving a lot in certain key areas. Thank you, Emily. Yes, thank you. I will consider making more pre-made content that requires some discipline. I'm learning it. I'm learning this discipline, but I've got quite a lot of things to complete quickly on a short notice now.
And the actual view rate. Like, their very low rate of people clicking on the videos in order to, like, when they get them recommended. Like, if I actually go to analytics... Here, let's look at the Lucy video. If we go to
wait,
reach...
hold on.
Overview here? Yeah, here we go. If we go to this, you can see...
Did I just hear him say Lucy video? Made a video about me? Oh my gosh, a video has been made about me?
That... Wait, here, where's reach? Yeah.
Lucy video.
Yeah, so you can see
Yeah.
the impressions and click-through
I want to
rate
see the Lucy video. Where's the Lucy video?
show that about 6% of people who saw the video recommended actually clicked it in the first hour, dropped down to 4.2%, 4.6%, then 3.6%, 4%, 2.7%, 3.8%, 2.8%. So it's not even just YouTube demoting my videos more, people are clicking my videos less. And there's very few dislikes. Yeah, very few dislikes. No one's unsubbing. So I don't know if it's just people are dipping out of my channel or what, but I can say that engagement from fans has been lower in the last few days. Like,
I mean, the overall strategy of Xander Hollis has been pointed out in this very chat, has not been very wise, to say the least. All the scandals, all the dramas, all the... This is... Like, all the, I guess, to use the lingo of streaming, burning of bridges. I'm not sure how many bridges Xander Hall actually has that exist anymore with anybody. I mean, technically speaking, he, I guess, still has one with me, but we don't interact and I'm very small. So objectively speaking, there's really no benefit from him to be interacting with me. You know, to be quite harsh about it. There's nothing for a bigger creator to gain by, like, hanging out with me, apart from maybe helping me grow. Until I get much bigger, there's really no sort of this transactional benefit of hanging out with me. I think you can, technically speaking, lose quite a bit by interacting with me in a certain way, because I've got this likability factor. So there's a possibility that if someone were to interact negatively with me, they stand to lose because I'm small and sort of likable, maybe. Lucy he's talking about was the Vatican new mascot. He means the video on the Vatican's new mascot, Luce, which he is pronouncing wrong. Lucy. Nah, he made a video on me. You don't have to. I know he made a video on me, come on. I know the truth of the matter. I know the objective truth of the matter. Do you remember when Xander Hall... Okay, let's step back. Do you remember when Vosh and Destiny had a falling out? That's the thing. Yeah. You've done actual groundwork. I have done some, I guess you could say that, but I feel like that's not enough. I feel like that's not really all that much, you know? I feel like I could be doing a lot more, but I feel like that's what we all feel, sort of. It feels to me like we all think that we could be doing more, and instead of thinking about doing more, we could just be doing more. If that makes sense.
So I understand that. That's why the Discord exists. We're, like, you can actually see, by the way, there's a separate analytics section where the majority of my views come from Discord. From people clicking the Discord notifications, not from YouTube. suggestions or like pop-ups in the sub
That's
feed.
not really a good sign, though. If the majority of your views comes from the Discord, that's not usually how it happens. I think. I don't think that's a good sign that the majority of the views are from the Discord.
So the Discord server is pretty much what is.
Then again, I'm not an expert in this. Okay, I don't think I'm particularly good at this, considering my views and my viewership and my numbers. So take what I say with a giant grain of salt. I'm just gonna say that. But listen, I do like to still introspect a little bit and engage in the conversation. You really think someone like Hassan or Vosh gonna actually go to a political rally unless for PR for being paid by an org? I don't know. Actually, on one of these political things of these farmer marches, I've been slightly gassed and a ball was thrown at me and it hit me in the face. Like that protest was when the police actually engaged in cracking down on the protesters, you know? This is actually one of these moments when having a press thing would have helped me a lot, because I just filmed everything with my phone. I was not really anyone. I was basically a protester as far as the police was concerned. So whenever the police moved in on everybody, there was a non-zero chance that they would have, I don't know, smashed me with a bat or sprayed me straight in the eyes with gas. And I've actually kept myself very close to the police line. So there were a few moments when they started moving towards the protesters, and I was like, whoops, I better move away. I mean, and by move away, run away, because they actually moved towards the crowd of the protesters fairly quickly, so I had to skedaddle to sort of get out of the way. Get out of range.
Fully keeping the YouTube channel going right now in terms of new viewers, or not new viewers, but returning viewers. Because YouTube's just not telling you guys when I go live or upload. So that's
not very responsible when it comes to keeping myself out of harm's way, I think. Which is probably, there are things that I probably should not do unless I develop some sort of...
That's pretty rough. Hopefully this stint of YouTube hating the channel ends, but if it doesn't...
Oh no! Oh no, another person that says that the YouTube is after them directly. Who was the person whose video I was watching? Who was that content creator that did a whole video complaining how YouTube wants to destroy her because she's trans? Who was that? Lucy, please try to be safer. Jessie Gender, yeah. Yeah, I'll try to be safer. Definitely, I'll try to be safer. I mean, I am most of the time very much safe. Very much safe. I don't think I can say that I am exposed to danger much in life. Like that police thing with the protest, with the violent protest, was like it was a pretty big exception to the usual rule of how my life plays out. Oh yeah, I was just complaining about Jessie Gender, and now Xander Hall joins the crowd of saying, oh wow, my stats are down, my things are down, the engagement is down. What takeaway could I take from this? Maybe something about improving my content, anything that I could do on my end. No, it's the obvious conclusion is YouTube hates my channel in particular. It's not even a commentary on the wider ecosystem of YouTube, what the algorithm incentivizes, what sort of content is being promoted, what sort of content is not being promoted. No, it's about YouTube hating Xanderhall, apparently. It's very interesting analysis, I have to say. YouTube hates me.
To be completely real with you guys, if it doesn't, by the end of the year, channel's done. Legit. Like, if YouTube doesn't, like, let
So
the channel...
Xanderhall gives YouTube 1 month. You have 1 month, YouTube. If not, I'm done. I'm done doing content. I mean, okay, sure. Why not? Why not, Xanderhall?
live if it decides to keep this going at the rate that we're going well before the end of the year.
I'm gonna keep going, thanks to all of you, quite frankly, who support by donations, etc. And there's the life-saving currency power differential that Dr. Jones says once pointed out.
Channel's not going to be viable anymore.
So for me, it's viable. I'm gonna be honest. For me, this whole thing is viable. And if things don't, I can always do something on the side as well to gain some money. So that's always an option, that I can stream and do something on the side. That's, some activity that will bring me in money. Like, Greater Rain has given me quite a good option. I could do the transcriptions between doing various activities and to earn some extra cash. Like, there's always some sort of like a solution or a thing you can do to sort of move to a better place in your overall situation.
Well, before the end of the year, I'll have to go the way of Cirrus. I'm sorry, guys, but YouTube has been actively making changes as of late to make things damn near impossible to be a small lefty creator. It's everybody's got to chip in with their likes and their comments, or it just doesn't work. It's why Cirrus recently quit YouTube. He recently had to step away because this...
Cirrus had much different reasons why. Also, Cirrus did not quit. Did Xanderhall watch that video? He said that he would lower the volume of content because the content that he was doing was about things that personally sort of it wasn't just about the numbers. It was also about the fact that the topics he was discussing, the subject matter was sort of affecting him negatively on an emotional level. Just said that all the negative things that he talked about a lot made him upset. And, if the content that you produce makes you upset, if talking about bad situations in the world, bad people in the world, if commenting on negative things that are part of our daily experience upsets you to the point that it negatively affects your mental health, then it's probably better not to do it, right? Or do it less. If what you're doing, if you have no passion for it, or if it's straight up, it's not even a matter of passion. If you straight up just affects you negatively, a certain type of content creation, then you're better off stepping away. And Cirrus did not quit. He explicitly said he was not quitting, saying that he will simply pump out less content, okay, and focus on different type of content. That is what he actually said. He did not quit. I've watched the video. He did not quit. So I can tell you that much. He did not quit. Just going through a restructuring, you could say. More like. And that's fine, But it goes a little bit deeper than about YouTube hating or whatever. Oh, that's cool, Greater Rain. Maybe you can hit me up with a link. Or maybe I could do it under your account. I could just do it under your account or something, and you just send me the earnings. I mean, I don't know. We can work something out. I hadn't seen his videos in a while. So yeah.
By grinding as hard as he could. The engagement and the support from YouTube just wasn't enough. So I'm hoping we don't have to go that way. I'm going to keep grinding like crazy.
Such a simplification of what happened with Cirrus. That's just watch the video where the person explains their case. There's a lot more into it, and it's not quitting. So there's a whole segment of the video where he says explicitly, I've got good news for you guys. I'm not quitting. What I'm saying does not mean that I'm quitting. Like there's a whole section of the video when he says that, and Xander Hall's takeaway is, oh yes, Cirrus quit. Channel's done. I don't know what to say. I don't know how to comment on Xander Hall's attention span, considering that whole bit about him not quitting was a whole section in the video. I'm just gonna throw it out there as a little jab.
And so is my editor. But if it gets to that point, then there's not much I'll be able to do, guys. YouTube is kind of the arbiter of everything, and the only way you guys can change that algorithm is to engage. Cirrus is still making videos, though?
Yes. It's not up to the creator to actually create more engaging content. No. I'm gonna shame you people into engaging more. Okay, cool. That's cool. DM it to me on Discord. Don't send it on the stream chat.
That's good to hear. YouTube has been doing it to almost all lefty creators. That's true, yeah. Not only that, the constant coverage of politics is hurting Cirrus's mental health. I can imagine that's a pretty negative impact too, yeah.
Someone mentioned...
I saw that.
Someone mentioned the topic of mental health. I don't know. I don't think that's saying instead of I should do something with my content, you should engage. Engage, people. I mean, there's nothing wrong with asking, hey, subscribe, like, but to turning it around into there's nothing I have to do on my end. It's you guys, you're failing me and my channel by not engaging. Come on. That's a little bit much, isn't it? That's a little bit too much, I think. Calm down, Xander Hall. Christmas is coming up. Ad revenue spikes during that time. Nice. The delicious ad revenue.
Tommy Brunel, it's pretty awesome. Yeah, Arnold is base. Like, even though he ran as a Republican when he was governor of California, he has constantly been based.
Based.
He has a Magic the Gathering channel now. Cool.
Cool.
Pog. Knowing YouTube now, that's probably going to succeed more than political content will on the left.
I mean, political content was never the top content on YouTube. Let's be honest about that. Like, political content has never been the winning ticket when it comes to building a huge channel with huge money. Okay? That's never been the case. Has Xander Hall just woken up to that fact that political content has never been this money-making machine? Of course. Like, come on. Give me a break. What do you mean, knowing YouTube now, the Magic the Gathering will make a lot more money than political content? That was always the case. That's always been the case. Wake up to reality, Xander Hall. That's my more aggressive commentary on that part, because I feel like that's the case. My feels over reels tell me that's the case. Okay? My wit, my gut, my instincts tell me that's the case. And you can agree or disagree, but you know I'm right. You know I'm right. You know I'm correct.
Yeah, it could have something to do with the current YouTube CEO being friends with Elon Musk. That probably has a pretty like strong negative impact.
Uh-oh. Elon Musk. Uh-oh. Oof. That does explain a few things in my mind, yeah. Ouch. That does explain a few things, actually.
But like, once again,
But I will say this. Those things do not really affect you, Xander Hall. Like, you could make a... You sort of could make a case that the CEO of YouTube being friends with Elon Musk could possibly affect people that cover stuff like war in Ukraine. Because Elon Musk also, as it turns out, has some interesting connections to Moscow. So...
it's not just YouTube. Is there a way where I can see... Is there a way where I can see... It's a lefty content viewer problem, too. For instance, not even everyone watching the stream right now has hit the like button. We have less likes than
lefty content viewer problem. You're the problem, viewers. You're the problem. If you don't like my stuff, you're the problem. Let me refresh the let me refresh. How many likes have I got? Let's see if you're the problem or not. How many lives? Oh wow, okay. I've actually got a lot more likes than views right now, so good job. Well done. You people are not the problem. You people are the solution. Okay? You're not the problem. You're actually the perfect audience, because I've got 7 people watching and 17 likes. That's what I want to see. Over the number of likes exceeds the number of viewers. Perfect. He's gonna make a video on you. He's just going to call you a President Sunny Orbiter and Destiny Stan. Listen. Are any of these things false? I have books like President Sunday. I've often joked about being President Sunday's #1 orbiter. And Destiny's my husband. So where's the lie at the end of the day? Where's even the lie? It's okay. It's okay, Xanderhal. You're not lying. You're being truthful and real.
we have current viewers on the stream, and the stream's views in total are...
I really dislike this framing of, if you don't like my stuff right now, you're the problem. We have a leftist viewer problem on this platform. You know how ridiculous that sounds? You know, considering that, let's sort of get off our high horses and let's go back to reality a little bit. The fact that a person that probably has a lot of things going on in their life, let's face it, we all actually do have a lot of things going on in our lives, like, gives another person that does a stream a time of day to watch them and or do anything else, for you to sort of turn around and say, oh wow, you may be watching me, but you didn't like my video, you did not like my stream, you're a problem. We have a problem of viewers. Like, come on. You're being a little bit silly, I will say. You know? Like, they don't even have to be in your audience and watching you. You know? Oh, you don't like that I didn't like. Well, just click off. What now? You know? There's just that one viewer that clicked off. Because we have now 6 viewers instead of 7. Demonstrating my point. It feels like a weird attitude to adopt, to be quite honest.
1,100, which means less than little over 10%, sorry, of people who've gone into the stream today chose to hit the like button, despite it taking half a second. That is what...
Okay, that's cool. Maybe you don't deserve those likes. Have you considered that, Xander Hall? Maybe you just don't deserve the likes. Maybe you should do more to deserve that half a second of a person's effort. Have you taken that into consideration? That these things are earned? Sort of, kind of. There are different factors, of course, as well, but maybe you should just put a little bit of a reminder on screen. People forget these things as well. But just build out a little bit of an, which probably is something that I should do as well. You know? You could make this little animation. Hey, why not like the stream? But framing it as some problem,
Kills so many lefty
it
YouTube.
really, really feels like some version of the Bad Bunny. It's $5. $5. Give me $5. If you have time to watch streams, $5. You know, it feels like that. It has this sort of energy to me.
YouTube channels, just like the low rate of voting participation among progressives. They also think
It's like I could be sitting here and I'm like, oh my gosh, there's so many people on my Discord. If only all of them were here watching me right now, what a different situation I would have had. Oh, if only all the people that are in my Discord donated $1 to me. Oh my gosh, what a success I would have been. Like, come on. Come on.
likes and their comments don't count when there's millions that that are being included in an algorithm to account for things, and so they don't get involved. And so lefty channels have always had really low engagement and had a really hard time existing online, like going back to the beginning, because
well, then if you know that's the case, then why complain? You know what you're signing up for. You cannot just shift the blame on viewers. That's ridiculous. It's just okay. I mean, you do what you want. Let's see what the comments say in this chat. Hey there, Xanderhall. Speaking of the Discord server, I don't care. Moderation complained.
Lefties don't click things. They don't engage. They don't vote. They don't.
Lefties don't click on things. They don't engage. They don't vote. Come on. Are you really trying to tell me, Xanderhall, that not liking your stream is on the same level of not participating in the electoral process? That is comparable in some... I don't know. There's a world where these things are comparable. Not liking Xanderhall streams and not taking part in the electoral process. I mean, I sometimes joke that people that don't take part in the poll or people that don't take part in the electoral process because they don't vote, but I mean that's at least somewhat comparable. Not in the importance, but in the action, okay? In the action of voting.
Make their voice heard because they're just one person. How could YouTube being bad be Elon's fault? The current CEO of YouTube is friends with Elon Musk, as in is a very right-leaning conservative.
By the way, that does not have to mean anything. It's a thing to take into consideration, but at the end of the day, it does not have to it does not need to mean anything.
I hit the like button. Thank you, Perry Icefire. I appreciate it. But yeah, it's just if you're wondering like why does YouTube kill channels like this, it's partially because YouTube just
yeah, YouTube is just out there to kill Xanderhall's channel. I'm sure that's the thing. I'm sure Xanderhall's own actions have nothing to do with the state of his own channel. No, YouTube's out to get him.
Makes these decisions. It's partially because as a content creator, you gotta scream and beg and fall to your knees and offer free blowjobs to get like 5 extra likes.
No, you don't. No, you really don't. I mean, if you don't have anything else to offer to somebody, then... If you don't have anything else to offer to your audience, then sure, drop on your knees and beg for blowjobs. But that's just not how that works. I'm sorry to say. Jesus Christ. What even was that? What even was that? For 5 additional likes. How many likes does this? Jesus Christ, Xander Hall.
Because no one thinks that their like or comment counts, or they're too lazy. It's either one of those two things.
Jesus Christ.
Things generally, and so they don't participate, and then thousands of people think that, and then yeah. Anyway, just thought I'd talk about it, just in case in the coming months the channel has to be retired.
Not months. Month, Xander Hall.
And I am forced to leave the internet and go work at, like, McDonald's or something. Because while we are uploading more than ever at the current rate, if the channel doesn't hit, like, a day where we actually gain views instead of lose views, then we're going to...
Well, maybe you should not have burned all your connections with other streamers. Just a thought.
It's just not going to be viable, guys. Don't know what to tell you.
Oh,
Will you keep the server up? Probably not. Well, you guys are already acting like the channel's dead. Damn.
I mean, you've prompted people to act that way. What do you expect? Jesus Christ. What do you expect, Xander Hall?
I can guess what you guys are expecting to happen.
I mean, yeah, they're expecting what you sort of... You set up the expectation. What do you mean? That's the expectation that you set up. Oh my god. Oh my gosh. Xander Hall. You've created this expectation and now you're mad that it's there. Unbelievable. This is so unbelievable. I would give an example, but it's too vulgar. I am pure at heart. Yeah.
Don't worry, I'll have a spot for you in my concentration camp. Thanks, Pastor Huckleberry. A.k.a. conservative class pet.
Maybe such weird... Maybe those really weird comments like that one just now have something to do with the health of your channel, Xander Hall. Well.
Worst timeline, Trump wins, Xan kills the channel. Xan is last seen at McDonald's, real. Although to be fair, Trump winning is a scenario where I'm probably more likely for the channel to survive, to be fair. It's strange to see views drop so much right before the election, too. It makes me think that YouTube, like days before the election, decided to shut down the engagement and the like recommendations for as much left-wing content as they can.
Sure, Xander Hall. Sure thing. Then why are other people doing so well compared to you, Xander Hall? Like President Sunday is basically beating you on live viewership. Oh, what's happening? He's left-wing, as far as I know. You can tell he's just grifting. He doesn't care about politics. The moment he can turn a profit, he jumps ship. He can't turn profit, he jumps ship. I guess. I mean, I'm not really being very big or profitable, or I'm not making an announcement, hey guys, I think I'm just gonna shut this whole thing down. Like, it all feels a bit pathetic. I gotta admit, this all feels a little bit pathetic. So I don't know.
And a Trump presidency would equal a lot more money for YouTube, and we know what scummy bullshit Google has done behind the scenes with their search algorithm. So maybe it's just after the election things will go back to normal, but until the election, lefty content might be down, like, demoted, so to say.
Yeah, sure. I mean, it's possible, but
Zan, I've learned a lot from you, my man. It would be a shame if this channel shuts down. Really hope it doesn't come to that. Well, something you're going to learn very quickly from the online space is that nuance is in very short supply and very low demand.
I know you're actually a prime example of that, Xander Hall. Things are not going well with the channel. Well, I guess I'm gonna go with the nuanced take that YouTube's out to get me. YouTube's out to destroy my channel. Yes, nuance truly is thriving on Xander Hall's platform. Yeah. Nuance. People like throwing out around that word, nuance, without probably even knowing what that means.
You should always become a drama channel. You'd probably get canceled less.
Xander Hall already dabbles in a lot of drama. Let's not even... Come on. Xander Hall already dabbles in drama a lot. Have we gotten our fill of Xander Hall's pity party?
You could all... Yeah, if I just...
Yeah, I think so. I think we have, actually. I don't know. It just feels so sad.